Hey everyone, welcome back to Marco's Journey. And I'm Pastor Marco. Yeah, I'm doing the dance. I do that almost every other video. Of course, please do like, share, subscribe, get a notification. You click that down there. Alright. It also means email, right? Email. Good. Alright, what to talk about today? Yeah, just today about food. Yeah. Don't Thanksgiving next week. Alright, today's weather's not too bad. Cool. Yeah. About the same die. Anyway, you may wonder the class that had to do with cars. Yeah. I love cars. Always wanted to design. Actually, design and have it manufactured. I know, here's the real secret about car designer. Let me tell you about that today. Car designers are not what you think they are. Sure, they design the whole car, but that's only for certain designers that they're designed for. There's a whole bunch of designers that for each part. The old days, they did that. They designed maybe a pillar. A pillar is the one that holds the windshield and the windows, the doors. Those are pillars. All the glass to wrap around, they're called greenhouse. It's almost like an entire greenhouse. You know, these are all automotive design terminology. Shoulder, it's right at the top of the door, not the window part. Can you put your arm on the window driving? Okay, they're called shoulder. And then there's there's so many things that you could learn about. Like, for example, why the bumpers had to be certain height. All American and Canadian, same size license plate. Mexico too, I'm sure. But Europe, the law, Asia, it's different too. So they have to be built differently. Because they have to fit in the license plate in. We're kind of like American TV width. I don't know how many inches they have that right now, but the height of the license plate had to be a certain height. That's why you see the same way with the license plate on pickup truck that are on the bumper instead of on the cap. Door. For the flatbed, I'm at. You have to be that certain height for that. All cars have to be the same, that certain height. So you can really see. Always the same. Try that when you drive. You'll see they're all the same level. They're not one up higher or lower. No, they're all the same. When you drive, let's say you're on a 3-lane road. Do that. You compare, you'll see, oh, wow, they're all the same height. Because that's the law. It has to be the same. You can design anything you want on the car, but the plate has to be the same. Well, like I said, the designers have to design each part. Maybe one would do the headlight, the other do the tail light, do a lot of different things because those are called close-up parts that you want to give more of an image. Because if you do a full vehicle 3-dimensional, 3D, that's the time for that, 3D, because horizontally that way, vertical, 3D. You do that, 3D. Get it straight. You can do that. Okay. For the depth, it's in 3D, but that's the sign language for that, 3D. I saw that on PPS back in the late 80s. The professor was talking about dimension. He came up with that. Oh, yeah. That's a good idea. That's the sign name for that stuff. Don't complain. Okay. The purpose for that, so they can really see which one is the best. Let's say one designer does all different headlights. Feels like them. They can choose which one and put them all together. Then the chief designer is the one who designed the whole thing, the whole car from bumper to bumper, from ground up, the whole thing. When they get a memo from the top up, they we need this model redesign. They will give us the dimensions, what type of engine it's going to be, what kind of vehicle it's going to be. You have to describe everything in very good detail. And the designer has to depend on what that's to say on the memo. And if it's not the right design, because they didn't communicate right, so we designer have to look at that. Okay, then get down our drawing board. They still have drawing board. They would render with the marker, the pen. They would still use pen like that. They use color markers, and then do all the design. We still prefer that way than AutoCAD or Atlas software. Now AI, which is very similar to Atlas, Auto Atlas, or Auto Studio. Auto means the automotive, They've done that since the late 90s. I remember back the year 2000, I went to Design Forum. That's where I got the DVD, I think. DVD from the company that makes those software. Wow. It looks very much like what AI is doing today. They were really already advanced. And make those rendering look very amateur, But we designed to prefer by hand because we can curve the way we want. It's still difficult with that software. You have to really type in the program and really do it with the tablet and do all the drawing and the tablet with the inkless pen and do the design. Then you have to go over punch button and all that. No. We rather stick with the old-fashioned way, to draw on the paper. Then after they get all that, all the designers, there's a few chief designers, but design one for that car. Then, with vehicle. Then he had the team. They work on that car. Another team work on a different car. So with that one, got to dine with the memo day. He print out all the copy to all the designer. Oh, okay, I know what that. If they want to research, they can look it up online now, or if they have brochure, look at the old one. Oh yeah, I know now what this car used to look like. Yeah. Brainstorming session. They do all the thumbnail sketches. When they do, they pick a few and then work on in college. First they would use the sketch. Maybe next time I'll show you what I do, what I sketch. It'll be hard with that. I'm gonna try to camera down for you to see I do it. I don't have a marker with me to show you the more defined. That's when they put them on the board, the whiteboard. That's when they have team meeting. They'll say, I like that. Hey, Mark, I like that one. That's a good one. Yeah. And John, I like this one. They showed them, they all vote which one to get those design. Then go right up to chief designer. He designed based on that. While the other designers go on to another design. They go on to the next one. They sometimes have to go through another round again. If some of them reject it. No, let's do over again. They have a deadline. You gotta go to the sculpture it. But not only that, because nowadays we have CAD. With those freehand, go to CAD. They got design in CAD. But also now with the AI and Auto Studio with third dimension, see what the vehicle look like. It would rotate and move around. Then they can do that. And with that same software done to a test engineer, see how the flexibility and strength of the vehicle on the computer before they can actually build a prototype. The prototype had to be started out with sculpture. They call it sculpture. That's because the clay model. It's a certain kind of clay. It's not the same you buy at Hobby Lobby. No, it's all a different kind of clay. It's very soft. But it degrades fast. That warp. You have to work fast. You gotta get that done by hand with a trim style. Based on what the drawing does. Do that. Nowadays they have a machine to cut. Do that. Yeah, it's an empty shell inside. They built with a piece of wood. Bare. So they put the clay down there. That's how they do that. When they finish it, they scrape it off and do it over with a new vehicle for the next generation with another vehicle. If they don't like it, they got to do it over. According to dimensions on the memo. Everybody get the same memo. Yeah, they go to the engineer too. They don't know what designer they're going to be doing. They have to be ready. At the time, they work on the engine, new suspension, new seat, all that. You have to test all that stuff before everything being put together. But they wait for the designer to finish with the build. But it had to be up to the detective. When they finished with the clay, then the detective come to the meeting. outside or even in the studio, usually outside on a courtyard with a turntable to rotate. That's the same we've seen all these pictures of clay model with blacked out where the window would be. But the rest is all clay. Not color, just all clay. When they finish, let's say they finished this morning, they have to come this morning because the clay deteriorates. It won't get the right dimension. You have to do it quick and photograph quick. That's the step to come when they come. And if they like it, yeah, go. Then they have to go quickly to put the mold on. You have to make the mold. The male and female. You have to make it. Based on that. If they don't like it, you gotta send it back in. You gotta redo the design. And yeah. First they do it half the car. 2 different looks. Especially the old days, they used to do that. Really big difference. They do that to save money and time. Having 2 different designs on the same clay model. They would have the mirror sometimes to split in half. So you can see it look like the full vehicle on either side. If they like that one side, then they refinish the other side. They take out that other one. But if they like both, they have to build another one with that one. So they can narrow down. Yep, that's to keep coming back and forth. I know they got a lot of work to do. They work like 10, 12 hours a day. Yeah, designers and clay models have to work 10, 12 hours a day. I'm not kidding, yo. That's the way it is. They have a lot of meetings. They have a lot of design to do. They have a lot of work with sculptures and engineers. It's all teamwork. So you have to remember, this is not only your friend. You have everybody out to work with. When they do that with us mold, then you don't have to worry about the clay. Because you got the mold. Got that. Then you got to build the other part. Then there's male, female. Then, with that, they pour in hot melted aluminum or something. Then they have to make another mold of that. That's when they were stamping into shape of mold. Like a quarter panel hood, roof line, pillars and all that. So it takes a while every step. This is why it takes 5 years to finish a car design. But they want it by 2 years. Get all that done. By 2 years. 3rd year, this is when they will have to go out and test. Inside the company. 4th year, finally can go drive around. Proving ground. They are test track. They go very fast. They go 100, 150 miles an hour. Oh yeah. They have those professional drivers. Do not attempt it at their home. They would try. Yeah, they wear a helmet. Yeah. The track, the banking. They'll wet the track. See how they can stop good. You don't want to drive. Whoa! Nope. And many of the tracks are up north. So that's good. They will test in the wintertime. Test 4 seasons. Then by the 5th year, then they take the prototype out on the road the regular road where all the potholes are, the highway. Yeah, crowded highway because they got the running well. And then they got gotta go around the country. They gotta go through the hot weather of Death Valley, Arizona, the deep snowbank in Syracuse, uh, salty air of Florida, you name it. They got to go through everywhere. And you'll see them all covered up. You can't see what the real look. And that's why all spy photographs today, now we have cell phone with camera. Then I think I saw a prototype of whatever you think it is. You know, examine it, yeah, I look like this, nah. And then, if it's all good, then it's being mass produced. And you can buy the car. So that's how it works with automobile design. Sorry I ran over time. But today I talked about design. Yeah. Like with these cars back then were muscle cars. They don't make it like that anymore. They're all boxy and with those curves. They all look alike. You can't tell the difference. Come on, car designers, come on. Design better. It's not the designer's fault. It's the startup. Because after Hardy Earl, who did all the Big Ben and everybody else copy up the Big Ben, they're all unique yet. They're all different. Then they told him, tone it down. And that's why the 60, you don't see them much anymore. Because he really got it out of control. You know, nobody tells him what to do. All right, let's design that. Here, that's all that. And then, that's when it's the beginning of the end of automobile design. You see, they became so boring after the 80s. From 1980 on. Yep, boring. The 70s, 80s were all boxy because the early edition of AutoCAD could not make all the curves well. Nope. I was taught that in AutoCAD class. In the AutoCAD drafting design. I took 747 hours. I remember that number. Same number as the plane, the Queen of the Sky. That's full-time training. That's equal to 2 years of college. And I don't know why they can't get any AutoCAD design. Really disappointing. But that's another story of why car designers are very rare. Very rare. It's less than 500 jobs for that now. Thanks to computers. Let me tell you real quick. Back in the 50s, 60s, yeah, people have told me when they lived back then, it's all for a car. Back in the 50s, 60s, before the computer, 500 drivers for a single model and finish it in 6 months. That's a lot of work. Yep, you gotta do each part, all the way down to a screw. Yep, all the way down to customized screw. Yep, all the parts. Today, how many for one model? That's right. 3 had the diner. One would do actual 2-dimension drawing, drafting the design for that model. The third one actually does it for 3rd dimension for a presentation purpose. How many days for all that? I was told 3 days. He finished in 3 days. Ow. Here's the trick. Engineers have to do those drafting now. CAD. Get it fast. All the other departments have done that, and suppliers too. Oh yeah, their suppliers have those engineers and drafters. Then put them all together. Send it through DWG format. Then put them all together. You finish it in 3 days. That's it. What's the rest of the year they're gonna do? No, too many models per company. So, it's all. You probably work there temporarily. Or they will assign you to do something else. Try some job being eliminated. Like with drafters, now it's under engineering. Designers too. Let's go up to drafters. That's why there are no more drafters. It's those 3 per model. Used to be 500 just drafters. Designer probably had a team of I remember they used to say 500 designers per company. Not anymore. It dropped down to 500 worldwide. So, like 40, 50 different, no, more like 30, 40 companies make cars. I mean, each division. That's 10, yep, that's it. 10 designers. That's it. But that includes chief designer and vice president of design. The vice president of design gets the credit for the car he designed or she designed. Well, everybody did, but he gets the credit. Dave, I work under vice president, and I designed this very particular model. No, he gets the credit. That's weird. If you be promoted, get up there, then you get the credit. That the other guy did it for you. I would say everybody else did it too. Well, day. Well, all right, I'll see you next time. God bless.